Welcome to the show, guys. We are here on episode number 11, and I have a guest with me, and I'm so excited to introduce Dani to the show. I have to just say this has been a long day, but I'm excited for our guest. I'm excited for our topic. Today we have like an expert, a dating expert, a party promoting expert, a matchmaking expert. Like, we're excited to have Dani on the show today. We normally start with a mental health check-in, but Dani, I want you to kind of introduce yourself and let us know who you are and what you do and all that good stuff.
Okay, well, I'm Dani Outen. I have a company called OuteNLove, and I have events for singles in Charlotte. I do a lot of weekly events. Like, I have a Wind Down Wednesday, and I have a brunch and day party every Sunday, and then a night party every other Friday.
Busy.
Yeah, I've been hosting parties for 6 years, and I like to, play hitch to people and stuff. And what else about me? By day, I'm a technical recruiter.
Yes.
And
what are you by night? That sounds like that's gonna be
I know. At night, I'm a party promoter. I turn up. In the daytime, I help people find jobs.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get started. So I was so excited to have you on the show, girl. So like when I found out you were moving, I'm like, okay, I need to switch things around over my schedule because I wanted to get you some of your opinions on some of these things. So we're talking about dating tips today. So honestly, I was looking at my analytics of my podcast and I was thinking like the most streamed views, the most commented shows that I have were about dating.
Yeah.
And one of my top shows was the show that I had about online dating and whether or not it works or not. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know what? Let me pull together, since I was out there dating, you were out there dating or whatever. So it's like, let me pull together my dating tips and then let me have an expert tell me if they agree and like give girl, speaking into it, you are an expert. Like you putting people together out here. I
have.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of dating experience.
Yeah, girl, me?
I done dated a lot of niggas.
Me, I've dated more than I even can remember, and I'm more than I even want to think about. So I'm thinking, who good better? Times. Right, girl, good and bad, but I'm thinking, who better to like give the amount of dates. And you'll see when I go into the tips. But when I was out there dating, I treated it like a second job. Like, I knew what I wanted and I treated it like a part-time job. And I feel like that was very important. And people don't do that. And people, even when I was doing that, I feel like people, was like, damn, you ODing, on dating, somebody all the time. But girl, I know what I want and I know, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna date a million people until I get to the person I want to get with. So I'm thinking, who better to talk about it than somebody who's done it? You know what I'm saying? Right. Before we jump into that, I wanted to get your opinion on this, though. This kind of goes along with dating. But I saw something today on social media, and it was this thing. It was a thread on Facebook about all these women who are proposing to their men. Yeah. And I was just curious, what did you think about that? Like, are you for that? Are you against it?
I am. I feel like whatever makes you happy, you should do it. But as for me,
in my house,
I will not be proposing to no nigga.
Really? How long would you give your man, and if he's watching, but how long would you give your man to propose?
3 months. I'm just like, I'm like,
if you're listening, number 2 too.
No, you better not propose to me like tomorrow. Don't do that.
He might do it. Listen,
not tomorrow. Not like within like a month. No, it's too soon.
Do it in a month and a half.
But okay, I think that 2 years at the most. Only because I'm 33.
Okay.
And 1 kid.
Okay.
And so, the older, we got like our clock. And the older I get, I'm like, my eggs, and they're about to be powder.
Right. But what if you met, so this guy that you're dating now, he seems like a great guy. If you were dating him and things were just perfect, like it was, not social media perfect, but real life perfect.
Yeah.
And he wasn't ready to get married and the 2 years had passed.
And he's perfect.
Yeah.
I ain't going nowhere because I know what it's like out here.
Yeah.
I see it in my singles group every day. You still in there?
No, I'm not.
Oh, girl, it's tragic. Like,
all those Facebook single groups were tragic. Like when my fiance get on my nerves, I swear I think about. I was in this group called USC or USOC. What is it called? I don't know what it stood for, but I was in that group. And I honestly, a friend of mine who's married is still in that group. And he's like, the stuff that he sees in there makes him want to stay married. Like, even on the bad days, like, it's crazy.
Yeah, nah.
So you wouldn't propose to him if like Chrissy and Jim Jones, you wouldn't propose to him?
Right. No, I said that to him one time and he was like, I'm going to be like, if you don't get off that floor.
I know. And see, I feel like a real man, and I'm not a man, but I feel like a real man wouldn't want to see his woman on one knee proposing to him. That has to be, demasculating.
If I ever got bold enough to do it, I'm at least not getting on my knee.
Don't get on no knee, girl.
I'm not getting on the ground. Who's going to get me back up? These knees ain't like the way they used to be.
Girl, like, I know, child. So, but then it's like, I see these women and they're literally on one knee proposing to these men.
I just feel like
it just gives like low self-esteem.
Yeah, and you know how people say, like, in my therapist, because I'm big on therapy, she used to tell me to operate in my feminine energy. And I know that that's like a big thing now, but she was telling me this like 2 years ago. Yeah. And I just feel like it's very like low, a masculine type of like space to do that.
Yeah. And it's wrong on so many levels. You're not in your feminine energy. You're demasculating your man. You're taking on a role that typically is for a man, for yourself. Like, if you're starting your marriage like that, I can't imagine how it's gonna, how it's gonna be.
Yeah.
If you're starting your marriage in the dominant, I'm on one knee role, I just can't imagine how that would be.
Yeah. I mean, you could change it and be like on your knee and as like a sign of submission. Because like how weddings, sometimes they do like the feet washing ceremonies and stuff.
At a wedding. That means that he's already proposed.
Yeah, true. I was trying to add a little positivity to it. Because if it works for them, I say go for it.
No.
But
it can't be.
I can't do it.
It can't be working for them. But I don't know. I don't know of a woman who has proposed and they're still married. Because, again, the only person I know who did that was Chrissy and Jim Jones. And they still were not.
Just got married.
That was 20 years ago.
Yeah, 20 years
She embarrassed. Now, Doug misses, you know what I'm saying? She was a very masculine energy type woman to me, girl. Like, she scared me. Like, she scared me. Yeah. But, for her to be that masculine of a woman, but for her to be, honestly, that, I'm sorry, like, desperate and that, like, to me, that just says low self-esteem. You know what I'm saying? So for her to be that dominant of a person and to throw a party for him, get on one knee, propose to him in front of your family, his family, girl, that's crazy. And then at that embarrassment, they just got married. And I must have been, how old was I whenever they had their show? I feel like I was in high school.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is.
Oh my God.
Because it's like, I don't know, maybe she thought that it could like speed things up. But they were together all that time. So maybe they might, like behind closed doors, it might have been a decision for them.
Yeah. Well, and then also, one thing I've learned in my life is that never say never. Like, that's one thing I have learned is never say never. So I've not been in the shoes of that kind of woman that feel like, okay, I've been with you forever. I want to get married. You're not doing it. So I'm sorry. So again, I am never say never, but I can't imagine no situation where I would be on one knee or where I would be proposing to a man. And I have an open mind. And I can't think of no situation where I would be on one knee proposing. Because she got on one knee.
Did. She started this.
She started it.
Yeah, she might have been the first one to ever do it.
She started it. I think she's the first person that I've ever seen do that. I think you're right. She did start it. And she's a bad example because it didn't work. They still didn't get married until 10, 15 years later.
And that's if they really did. Because I feel like I thought I heard someone say
I heard that too, but the funny part is I heard that, But I feel like if they really got married, it would have been more on the blogs. Like I just happened to see it randomly.
Yeah, that should have been on the Shade Room.
That should have been on the Shade Room, and honestly, but that's interesting. So I wanted to get your take on that. But let's jump into these tips for our singles. And I know some of my tips you are yay, and some of them you are nay. Yeah. But let's start with the first one. So the first one is utilize online dating as a resource. So I'm going to repeat that. Utilize online dating as a resource. So I remember when I was dating, I would say 99% of my dates came from online dating. Mm-hmm. But I had a lot of friends who were, like a lot of friends were against that. Most of my friends were against that. And I remember my best friend saying, you know, I don't think you'll find a guy online dating. And I asked her why, and she said, you know, you had been through so many different dates, and it was, you know, some would be good, some would last, some would not as far as relationships, but she's just like, I don't think that would work, but it did work for me because I met my fiance online. You know what I'm saying? So do you agree with that tip?
Yes. Yeah. And I think that you have to go into it not saying, I'm about to try online dating because I want to find my husband or wife. You have to go into it as in, I'm going to try online dating because I want to get to know myself through this like dating journey or process. Yeah. Because if you go in with expectations of finding a husband or finding a wife, you're going to be disappointed because there's so many weirdos. Mm-hmm. But what you got to do is look at the weirdos and look at it as like, okay, this is entertainment. I'm moving on. Right. Okay, this is a weirdo. I'm moving on. Okay, this one is a little hopeful. Yeah. But you just really have to be optimistic, especially when you decide to do online dating. Right. And if you're not going to do online dating, you got to get out the fucking house. Right. You curse? Can I curse? I can curse.
Girl, yes. Right. You been cursing.
I have. But I haven't dropped any F-bombs. So let me make sure.
Drop the F and the H.
Thanks. Fuck.
Fuck this.
That's my favorite word.
Oh, my God. So, listen. So when it comes to online dating, that's a perfect thing. Like, I feel like that's the main thing. You have to go into it with an open mind. You have to go into it. I think people go on there. I have a friend, and she's a couple of years younger than me, and she's single. And she came over here to my house, and she was like, you know, hey, help me set up my online dating site. Help me kind of navigate this whole dating thing. I did all that for her. I followed up with her a couple of days later, and she was done with it. Girl, like,
I understand that.
No, how do you understand
because,
that?
like, if you're super attractive, then it can be overwhelming. I mean, I don't know what she looks like, but, like, if you get on and you get, like, 100, not 100, but if you get, like, a whole bunch of messages, then that's just, like, okay. Well, and then half of them is just, like, random-ass bullshit from niggas. Then it's like, all right. Yeah. But you got to be like, this is a marathon, not a sprint. Exactly. So I'm going to just keep going, and I'm going to work through these. Exactly. And then, I mean, eventually, you're going to at least get some dates. And I know niggas get mad when girls say that, but you got to get some type of return out of it.
Men cannot get mad at that because they have it so easy to me, honestly. They have it much easier than women. So they can't get mad at our little bit of perks we have from getting these free dinners from y'all. But I feel like, you know, I agree with what you're saying. And I feel like people need to look at it as just having fun, not going there with these... I feel like you should have expectations, but I feel like you shouldn't be like, okay, I got to find my husband in like 3 weeks or, you know, in this first week. It's overwhelming because, I mean, everybody is online dating. Like, everybody's online dating. So I feel like you need to, like, have an idea of what you want, you know what I'm saying? And kind of stick with that with a little bit of flexibility. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, just look at it as fun. And, like, I remember, I don't know if you follow Malik, but she's a... She has a podcast. She's like an online person. And she was saying that when she met her husband online, and she was saying that when she was doing online dating, it became very overwhelming for her. Yeah. And she said that what she would do is at the end of the day, she would dedicate like 30 minutes to scrolling left or right on Tinder. And she said that she only used that amount of time to do it. So instead of her like looking, because you know when I was online all day, I'd be at work, I'm like, oh God, who is it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what? That's a good tip. But also, I can't remember who told me this, but in the past when I did get back on online dating, I always followed this. So she said, you swipe right on 5 people, and then like deal with those 5 at a time. So like you're not swiping at all. You're just having conversations with 5 matches at a time, and then that way you don't get overwhelmed, because you can get to a time where you might have 3 niggas and you like all 3, and then now you're like trying to work through. You know, now you got a whole team. Which is counterproductive. It is. But it can also be counterproductive if you're trying to find something long term. Then I feel like, and I tell everybody to have a team. But the older I got, it was just like, one, it doesn't really work when you have a team if you're trying to find something long term, because you can't give that one person the energy that they need to like move forward. So you just have to be intentional, I guess, with it.
I'm down for having a team. Now, I say that, did I do that? Maybe I didn't, because my personality type, I get confused. I'll forget, like I would see these women who were dating like one person on Monday, like they had a whole schedule, a whole roster.
That's me right now.
And
well, not right now, but no, not right now. No, it's like, Brad, if you listening, not right now. Brad, but that was always me. That was me. And then it just got to a point where I was just like, ooh,
it's a lot.
Slow down.
It's a lot to keep up with. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, and I hate to say this because it sounds so thought, but like those free meals and just you know what I'm saying, going out.
I don't care. I was enjoying myself with every last one.
And that's what life is about, honestly. Because again, men have several perks, so they should not like fault us for utilizing some of our perks that we have in the dating world. But I guess the main takeaway to me for a woman outside, you know, who is dating and who's using online. Have fun with it. Utilize it. It's a resource. Again, when I was doing it online, most professional men, because I had good experiences online dating, and most professional men don't have time to just be out going to a club or like, you know, just out all the time because they're working. So a lot of men, professional men, would utilize online dating, and that's where a lot of the good men are, but you have to siffer through the bullshit to find that person. So have fun with it, you know?
And also, like, when a guy does take you out, if you vibing with him, like, don't be, I know that this is, people be like, can't do this, but I did it a lot. Like, offer to get the tip. Like, most of them say no, or don't be afraid to be like, let me get the next round of drinks. Like,
hell yeah.
Because, I mean, like, I enjoy free dates, but I feel like you should always, like, at least, like, reciprocate something. Even if it's just, like, I don't know, a tip, like, $10. If he just spent a whole bunch of money, don't be afraid.
I agree with that. Now, did I do that? So I think I would offer. Let me think about that. What I offer?
I do it every time.
Really? Like the tip or something, or like the drinks?
Oh yeah, no, I always offer to buy a drink.
So I let me think back to see if I did that.
This wine is good.
Oh, it's Josh. It's really good. I'll tell you about it after. I like a dry red wine, but anyway.
Me too.
I don't know if I would. I did. I'm lying. I'm lying on the podcast. I have been on a first date and I've offered to tip, or I've offered for a round of drinks, because again, transparency here, I'm a drinker. So most of the men that I have, you know, that I would date, I'm sorry, that's something I wanted in my man. I keep hitting this thing. That's something I wanted in my man. I wanted him to be someone that I can sit down and have a drink with at the end of the day.
That is so important.
It's you know, I used to feel so guilty and just like, not guilty, but I used to feel so, I don't know, unclassy for that being so important to me. But I've been married. I've been married before, and my husband, my ex-husband, didn't drink, and I remember how depressing that. I remember watching basketball while I was back when Evelyn and Jen was on there, and I remember Evelyn saying how she went on a date with this man and he didn't drink, and she was like, "Oh no, you don't drink," and she like damn near left, because I mean it's important. Like, I don't want to be sitting there watching the movie and chilling,
getting fucked up by
myself.
Now I look like an alcoholic.
A drunk. I remember when I was
be alcoholics together.
Right, girl. I remember when I was married, like I was drinking these back in the day, something called Hornsby's. It was so. You ever heard that?
It sounds familiar.
Girl, I used to OD on apple cider Hornsby's when I was like out of college, and they don't make them no more, but them shits got me so drunk. And I remember having 1,000 of apple cider Hornsby bottles all around our house, and he would be sitting there like, what the fuck is this? And I hated that. Like, I'm like, nigga, I need you to drink. Like, I want you to drink, you know? So
I had an ex who didn't drink.
Girl, like, I'm sorry, but that's it. Don't feel bad for what you want. If you want something, don't feel bad for it. Period, point blank.
Yeah.
So, okay, so the next tip that I have here is, and this kind of goes along the lines of what we were saying before, but dating is a numbers game. Date as many men at the same time as you can, and deduct the roster when necessary. Yeah. And you kind of said that.
Yeah, and I feel like this is what I used to tell people. Yeah. When I say don't put like all your eggs in like one basket and stuff, but the other guys will drop off naturally too. Yes. So if you like someone, then obviously you're gonna give more of your time to him. So if you got like 5 niggas, and you know the guy is going to X himself out on his own. Like if you're or if you're not vibing, then you're not gonna hit him up like as much. But that one dude that you really, really, really like, you're gonna be like, "What you doing?"
Yeah.
And then maybe if he's busy or something, you might hit up the other dude.
Right.
But that main is gonna like be your main, and then if he's reciprocating, then most women, I feel like they're going to drop like all their other guys. Yeah. When I started dating my dude, I cut all my niggas off,
but you know,
and that's hard.
Yeah, it is hard. But I'm gonna tell you, when you were saying
that is hard.
When you were saying that brought up a good point. So like, women sometimes can be very emotional, and women sometimes can be like, okay, I'm gonna date one guy and put all my eggs in that basket and put all my emotions in that basket. But the benefit of what you just said is that even if there's one guy that you really like, and then there's a second guy that you kind of like but maybe really like, one of those are gonna drop off. You know what I'm saying? And so dating multiple men, what helps is that even if you like 2 guys and one guy might be a liar or fake out of those 2 guys, it'll help you not to kind of put so much investment into one guy.
That's exactly,
you know what I'm saying?
That is so real. Yeah. Like when you have options, then you can like pull away and give that guy time to miss you because you busy on dates with these other niggas.
Yes, exactly. And it's funny, women are against that. I'm
not. They shouldn't be, especially at least not in the beginning. Yeah. Like I could understand like if it's been like a month, like okay, I'm gonna like start weeding dudes out or like letting them go. Yeah. And I mean, some people just one at a time, but I feel like you really open yourself to the possibility of getting hurt more, and maybe vulnerability is a little issue for me, and I don't like putting myself out there like that. So that might be maybe it's not a positive, maybe it's not a good thing to have this mindset.
I think it's safe. It's safe.
Yeah, but sometimes safe isn't always good. Yeah, sometimes you gotta learn to take a little risk. But I'm not a risk taker. That's really hard for me to be like, all right, I'm gonna just talk to you, and you wouldn't even give me no title. No, you better be like, hey, you my girlfriend. Yeah. Because if you don't say that to me, I'm talking to other niggas.
If a man doesn't give you a title of a girlfriend, I'm sorry, like until you're somebody's girlfriend, you're a free agent. Even then, you're kind of still a free agent. But I feel like that until you are given the title. When I was dating, I never stopped dating anybody else until we decided that we were going to be official. Yeah. Official one. 2, kind of put it out there for online to see, because you never know, because that kind of weeds out the people who you could be lying to about being single to. You know what I'm saying? And then if we did meet online, delete your shit.
Oh my God. Mine. Because I had that issue dating a guy, and he was still on there. Yeah. What? Mm-hmm.
How did you find out? Like, did he tell you, or did you find out another way?
I think I saw it. Like he was showing me something in his phone, and
he had a message pop up, girl. Yes.
And these niggas, I'm like, at least turn the notifications on. I'm like, if you want to be sneaky, be smart about your sneakiness.
Exactly. Like, But I mean, I want women to really like think about that tip. Like, date these men. Because one other thing that somebody said to me is that your youth doesn't last, and a woman's youth is different than a man's youth. And I hate saying that, and I hate putting that out there, but it is true.
Now, that is true. It is. I've never heard that been said before. Yeah. But yeah, because these niggas, they can be 45 and still out here
Girl.
popping bottles.
Yes. Honestly,
still no kids.
Yes.
And
yes.
gonna get a wife when he's ready.
Exactly.
It's
and
so easy.
A young wife.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, you as a woman, I hate how that even sounds. But it's true. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of these men, these older men are only looking for young women. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks. It sucks to say that and to think about it, but you got to be smart. You know, you got to be smart and think
smarter
about
than these niggas, which is not even hard.
Yeah. Yeah. So the next tip I have is don't lead too much with emotions. If you are looking for the one, this has to be a smart decision, like a business decision. So I'm going to repeat that. So don't lead too much with your emotions. If you are looking for the one, this has to be a smart decision, like a business decision.
So I actually agree with that. Yeah. And with my current guy, it's the first time that I actually did it that way.
Really?
Like usually my emotions are in things, and I learned because of my last situation, I learned that at first I didn't even know I was so emotional. Yeah. I guess it was something about that person, but I learned that me being emotional or operating from that emotional space,
it makes you weak.
It did not help me at all. So now I remove my emotions and I be very logical and real and blunt about what I want.
Right.
So I agree. And because I feel like marriage is a business decision.
It is.
Love ain't even really the number one on the list for me to decide if you want to marry somebody.
It's not, but it is for so many different people. And I want to have a show on that. These fake ideologies about marriage, it's not the fairy tale that people think. It's not that, man. It's not that at all. My fiance now hates when I say this, but I feel like even now we're engaged, but this is a business. This is a business. We have money involved. We have a kid involved now. We got a planning a wedding involved. This is a business.
Yeah.
And women, I feel like with women especially, men are treating it like a business. Men don't even need that last tip because they are dating any and everything until they probably are married at sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And so
they really do be waiting until they put a ring on it.
Exactly. So I mean, and I guess that might be the part where Steve Harvey is saying think like a man. Yeah. Because you don't want to be out here leading with emotion, putting all your emotions out here, and then this man is putting his emotions out there to you and then to 5 other women. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I feel like that's where that whole think like a man comes into play because, you don't want, that's where you don't really want, that's where I will say kind of lose your femininity because you got to be very strong. You got to be a step ahead and you got to play it as a game and as a business. And I hate that, but it's true. Yeah. It's true.
I can see that. Yeah. I definitely the business part.
Yeah. I mean, women are emotional creatures naturally, but in the dating game, it's not a place in the game of it. Not when you're actually with somebody and you guys are monogamous. No. Yeah. But in the game of dating, that's when you do not need to be so emotional because it's a game.
Yeah, and in that business, you need to be getting a return.
Right.
Whatever that return is, you need to get something out of it. Just all that hard work you putting in. I'm not saying just take either. Yeah. But if you whatever energy or whatever you putting into it, you need to make sure that you get something back out of it, or else it's not making sense, and that's a bad business move.
And again, another thing you said that is really good is that return on investment. So I am the only girl. I have 3 older brothers, and so I would always go to them for advice when I was dating. And the one thing that my oldest brother, who's almost 60, told me is that you need a return on your investment. When I would call him crying about these dusty ass niggas, he'd be like, why are you crying? He was like, if you're giving this, what are you getting back? Yes. And that was some of the best advice that to this day I still use. Yeah. And again, women don't be thinking like that. You are, getting dressed up, putting on your clothes, going out with this man. Taking time is something that you can't get back. So investing something as time, you want to have a return on your investment. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And it needs to be not even that return even got to be money. The people are oh no, you need a free
not
meal.
Money, no.
No, extra, like that same effort coming back to you.
Yes.
And that's not even just in the form of a meal.
Right.
Like you need to be
making
sure I got home safe.
I'm talking about food.
I am hungry.
Girl, I got some food downstairs if you want. Girl, but that's a major key because I know that the men are gonna be like, oh, we just want a free meal.
It ain't. I mean, I do, but it ain't about it either.
Right.
Because I can afford my own meal.
Exactly.
Like I'll go on a day where they're gonna be like, I got my own meal. Like, because I'm gonna order exactly what I want on it, and I just hope that you can whatever I decide I want, you can afford it. So I'm not gonna. And then if you don't want to pay or you want to go Dutch, that's fine.
That's fine.
I'm going to pay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know that I'll talk to them anymore. I mean, what can I say? You better pay for my stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
If he want to go Dutch, then I ain't got no choice but to pay for it.
If a man want to go Dutch, God, what would I do?
I've had that happen. I've had Dutch situations before. Yeah.
Like you went on a date with somebody and they were like, pay for your own meal?
Yeah, and then once it happens, I kind of put them in a friend category, though.
Jesus. Pay for your own meal. How does a man say that on a date?
Like, you know how they be like, let's go out and, we can just go Dutch or, we can, like, get drinks and take turns getting rounds. Like, different stuff like that. And I'd be like, I mean, if I just want the company, then I'd be like, yeah, I'll go. And then it's going to turn into, so what do you like? Because I got a homegirl for you.
Right, exactly.
Because you just got friend zone. But it doesn't, that honestly doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
Because I'm the type of person, like, I'm a spoiler. Like, I'm a giver.
Yeah.
So, like, say you do take me on a date and you do pay, which is normally what happens. I'm going to want to do something for that person in return. Yeah. It's like I can't help it. I have to fight it, actually.
Yeah.
I stop. Because I think guys get used to that kind of stuff and then they kind of not take advantage. Yeah. But it tells them that they don't have to put in as much effort into it.
That's very true.
So, like, you're not requiring. Like, my problem was, I'm such a giver that I didn't require much from a guy. Like, as long as you making me laugh or you make me feel good and stuff like that, then I'm like, okay, well, cool. Yeah. And that's not the way. Like, I really had to, like, stop doing that and be like, this is what you have to do to be able to talk to me and get my time. Yeah.
And for the right man, that would work, though. For the right man.
It does. Yeah. The moment I changed that mindset, I literally got exactly what I wanted. Like, the next thing I met. And I was just like, you gotta do this for me. I need you to do. Like, I was not being a bitch, but like just like being very direct about what I wanted. And he respected it way more. And
a man's
still
gonna respect that. Listen, it's so many women out here who, and like my good sis Mia said on other podcasts, and I didn't get what this whole pick me thing was until she explained it on the last podcast, but it's so many women out there who are like, pick me, you know what I'm saying? Who will do anything, who will accept anything. Yeah. And so I feel, and I'm not a man, but I have a lot of male friends and male family. And I feel like when a woman is firm in what she wants and is confident in what she wants and is direct in what she wants, I feel like most good men.
Yeah. That's the key.
That's the key. I'm sorry. Most good men are going to respect that. Yeah. So if a woman is out here dating and she says, hey, these are my boundaries or this is whatever, a good man is going to respect that. And that'll further help you kind of cipher out the losers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the losers will go fast.
They will go fast.
Because they be like, oh, shit, I got to straighten up for her. I don't want to do that.
They'll either go fast or they will be a leech. You know what I'm saying? Like, they will try to be a leech because they will find that, like, men, and again, another tip my brother told me that, God, this was so important. He said, because I used to be like you in terms of, like, I'm a giver. I want to just give, and just make it easy, whatever. But, like, he told me, he was like, men are natural hunters. He was like, men want to hunt. If it's too easy, if it's, too readily available, you know what I'm saying? If you're giving too much and they don't have to hunt for something, it makes it like, okay, well, what next? You know what I'm saying? And so that's another key, I feel like, for a woman to have that mindset of, men are hunters. And I feel like these young girls, like these super young girls, they just give, and I don't mean sex only, but they just give everything. They give up wife shit away.
I don't think the young girls do this much. Really? Yes, I think these young girls are like, excuse me, like city girls. Like,
that's true.
Buy me a bag, and then I might give you some time.
Yeah.
Which is also wild to me.
Yeah.
Like, you want a nigga to pay $3,000 for a bag?
Yeah. And then he owns you. Like,
and that's why I'm like, that's why when I go out and stuff, I'm like, let me get the tip or let me buy you a drink. Because I'm a type person, like, I don't want to feel like I have to owe nobody anything. No. And especially with dating, the way that a lot of guys' mindset is, it's like, oh, I just put out. Like, so what are you going to put out? Even if it's not tonight, like, what are you going to put out later? Right. And I don't want that pressure. Yeah. I want to put out because I want to put out. Yeah. Whether it's sooner or later. Like.
Wait, what you want to put out? Because, you know, I think that is where kind of having that good balance of feminine, masculine balance is, because, you know, you want to give that femininity, but I feel like you always want to keep a man on his toes. Yeah. So, like, you know, you come in there dainty and feminine and all that kind of stuff, and then then you boss up. Listen, I got the next round. You know, a man is going to be like, hold up, you know what? You know what I'm saying? Like, so you're always kind of keeping them on their toes.
But some guys don't like that either. Like, I was talking to a guy before, and I wanted to, like, get the tab because we had been on so many dates. Or not even, or whatever he called them. I don't know what those were. But he was paying. We were going out. And he was like, no, I got it. And which was new to me. Because most niggas be like, all right. Well, not like new, but the way he was like, he was almost dominant, like disgusted. Like, he was like, oh, wow. Like, what are you doing? I got it. Yeah. I mean, but he had money. Yeah. But I was like, okay, I'll never offer it again. Like, he literally didn't want anything from me.
I like that.
But my time.
Girl, see, that's the kind of, listen.
But he was also, like, in a different income, bro. I don't know if that got anything to do with it.
Was he older?
He was 39, 40.
So he was older than you.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I've dated several guys in that age range.
But see, that's the thing. Dating older men, I'm sorry, but I'm a big person for dating older, because
I've always dated. Yeah. What's funny is my guy now was younger than me.
Really?
I mean, only by a couple months. Yeah. But this is my first, no, almost a year. Because he was born in 90 and I was born in 89. Wow. And I was like, I don't fuck with 90s babies. No, nobody in the
90s. I'll give you a chance. See, now again, I'm being hypocritical and I'm lying because my fiance is a couple of months younger than me. But I'm sorry, the podcast is very transparent. I see the difference. Like, he is a great man. He caters to me. He's very good. But I do see the difference when it comes to dating older. Mm-hmm. And even though it's a few months, when I say dating older, like, my ex-husband was like almost 10 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? And obviously that didn't work. But I believe women, if I had to write a book, I would say women should attempt to date older. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at least experience
but don't be closed-minded, obviously, because both of us are, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it works sometimes, but don't be closed-minded to dating older.
Yeah. You know? Actually, before my guy now, I was starting to encounter some younger guys, and I had no issues.
Really?
Yeah, it was weird, because I've always been like, nope, only dating older.
But see, that's why it's important to have an open mind, because a good man is a good man. A man who was raised right. It's hard to find. But a good man who was raised right, a good man who knows the value of relationship, who knows the value of marriage, who holds that to a certain standard, he could be somebody that's younger than you. So it's important to have an open mind to those things. But it's also good to date older men. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to have that kind of open mind. So the next tip I have is fully understand that men and women show their representative for the first several months. So don't be stupid. Men and women. So this is not something just for them women. This is men and women, because I know I do. But men and women, because I'm putting my bonnet on after the 4 months. But people show their representative. So I think to dig deeper into that is that it kind of goes in mind with the whole emotions thing. So don't get so emotionally invested that you're so invested into this person's representative. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, does that make sense?
It does. Yeah. And I definitely have a representative. Girl. I think my real self is just coming out.
Y'all about to get engaged and have a baby per this podcast.
Right. I asked him yesterday. I said, if I grew a beard, would you still
like me? What did he say?
He said no.
Well, at least he's being honest. What is his zodiac sign?
He's a Pisces.
Oh, I love.
Really? What? You like Pisces men? He's my first Pisces guy, but I did research. It's not.
I don't know emotional. Pisces men, so I'm probably being stupid about this. But like Pisces women are like my best friends. Pisces, like Pisces men and women I've actually known are always good people. They're always very.
I don't know. They're good. Pisces women I don't like. What? You're right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I love them.
Now Pisces men can be kind of stubborn and stuck in their ways a little bit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But overall they're good people.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, he's good. Yeah. I just, I'm weird.
What do you mean?
Like, I'm just a weird individual, and I like to push. Like, I'm curious, and I just ask weird shit, and I just start doing that with him.
How does he deal with that? Does he like it?
So far, he was like, yes, no. He actually got irritated. I could tell. Yeah, I was like, all right. Ooh. That's the response I like.
But you know what? So y'all been together 3 months?
Mm-hmm. Somewhere around there.
So these next couple of months are going to be when I was dating, it was always that 6th month. It was always like clockwork. Every man I've ever dated, after 6 months, I knew who you were and if this was going to move forward. 6 months was always D-Day.
That's a good time limit. Yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't want, like I was joking, like, I don't want, don't get me pregnant. Yeah. Don't propose right now. Like I got
3 months to go until you know who you really is.
Especially, I need to see how it is like with me in a different app because I don't know who I am if I'm not a party promoter.
Really?
But yeah, well, I mean, of course, I'm gonna continue it.
Yeah.
At least until probably like next April for sure. But I'm like, who am I? Like you might not like that person.
Yeah.
Probably going because I'm gonna be way more domestic.
Yeah,
probably,
really?
Yeah.
Well, it's funny because it's like giving up your party promoting role will probably give you more time, and like you said, more time to kind of be domesticated, so that can either go left or right.
It could. I don't know.
I can't imagine you giving that up though because I
can't either.
I don't think you're gonna do that. You're not gonna do that.
When I decided to move, my plan was to stop after this year.
Yeah. You're not gonna stop.
No,
I bet you $100. I bet you $1,000. You're not gonna stop.
I'm not. I literally just told I would like. I'm so like it's an obsession almost. Like no, it's an addiction.
Yeah,
I can't stop. It's like drug dealers trying to get out the game. I can't get out the game.
No. Because you've enjoyed it, you made money from it. It's kind of aligned with your purpose of like, a people person and doing this stuff. So you're not going to stop. And even if you did, you wouldn't, and I'm not a psychic or I'm not a OuteNLove, but you wouldn't feel like, I feel like you would feel like a void.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah.
You would feel a void for sure. But yeah, that whole like representative thing, I mean, it's important for men and women to understand that because, when you're dating somebody, it's that honeymoon period. Okay.
Yeah.
Me and my fiance was just watching last night this comedy special with Bill Bellamy, and he was talking about in the beginning, shit is perfect. You know what I'm saying? People are on their P's and Q's showing their perfect side. But that I feel like every time that 6 months, that's when you really know I can't stand this person, or I want to go the full distance with this person. So I feel like that 6 month time is a good indicator of what you want to do.
And with the representatives, like people have the representatives, but also like when people start to show their true colors, don't write them off unless it's like serious red flags. Like don't look for perfection. That was another problem. Like my friend. My guy friends was telling me like you want someone that's perfect and nobody's perfect. So
was that true?
Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Now when you say somebody that's perfect, what does that mean?
Like if you're not giving me what I want, I don't want to talk to you.
I don't think anything wrong with that. That's
smart but it's me. Just like
that's not perfect. That's just your expectations.
No, it's selfish.
You think you're selfish?
Nah, it was like in an inconsiderate type way. Like, if you can't do what I want you to do when I want you to do it, like, I'm about to move to the next nigga. And I had that mentality, I guess, because it wasn't hard to move to another nigga for me. If I'm around, single people all the time. So just letting go of that and just like saying, I'm going to accept this person, flaws and all. And even with the representative, understanding that this person is going to have things about them that I don't like.
Yeah.
But thinking long term, like the pros outweighing the cons, and it's things like I don't like. Even with my current, like, it's things about him, like, I really don't like.
Yeah.
Like, or it's not my, like, normal type.
Yeah.
But just knowing what I want long term and what he does for me and how he makes me feel, like, I stay in it.
Yes.
And it's actually working out. Like, it's working out for me anyway.
Yeah.
And just, like, not holding on to what that representative is and accepting that people do change.
Yeah.
And making a decision to be like, I'm going to stick it out as long as they're not, like, hurting me.
Yeah. When I hear you talking, what I hear from that, and I'm probably wrong, but I think that's good in terms of there's so many women out here who are, and I hate to use this stormy term, but who are low vibrational. Listen, I'm not sure if you saw that shit.
I did. I've been calling everything low vibration.
That's my new thing now.
Oh my God, I love it.
I can't do that because that's kind of low vibrational for me. But but to me, and I'm a little bit older than you, so I feel like with younger women, to me, self-esteem is an issue. I feel like women have self-esteem issues, meaning they'll accept shit that they don't want. So I understand what you're saying. Like, okay, you know, you wanted somebody who would do what you wanted to do when you wanted to do it. And yeah, that might be wrong, or do the things that you wanted them to do. But if that's what you want, that's what you want. Because to me, that says, and I'm no therapist, but to me, that's a confident woman who knows what she wants and isn't going to accept less. Now, on the flip side of that, the maturity factor is knowing what you should be flexible on. Right. You know what I'm saying? And
I wasn't flexible at all.
See, that's the maturity. So the confidence is there, but like the maturity, I'm still maturing. Like the maturity is something that you're doing your entire life. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I would rather a person be overly confident and just with maturity understand how to scale that back versus not having confidence and being somebody's, like, you know, bed wench. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I agree with that. So the next thing that was on our list that you did not agree with that I put down here was waiting to have sex. So my next tip was don't have sex anytime soon.
So
you didn't agree with that.
I didn't, but I will say I understand the benefit. Yeah. Because sex clouds your judgment.
Exactly.
And so if you want to have a clear mind, because it might be good. Right. And then now you ignoring shit that you wouldn't have ignored had you not had sex. Girl. So I get it. But on the flip side, I be like, we all grown. And I'm going to be pissed if I like you and it's not good. Like, I need to know. I kind of want to know. So, like, I've been in relationships in the past, and it was, we did on the first night.
Really? And how did that work out, though?
Well, it didn't. But, I mean, even
but did you want it to work out? I mean, again, femininity.
Well, once I get into a relationship, I want it to work out. Yeah. But I'm not saying, are you okay?
Girl, yes. What is happening? This alcohol, listen, I'm fine this episode. I'm totally fine.
No, I think you're just having a clumsy moment. Because we didn't drink a lot.
No, not like a normal drink. Go ahead.
Because I want more. I want liquor.
Me too, girl. Me too.
I'm over drinking. Like, I'm passing.
Matter of fact, can you reach that wine? Let's go ahead and pour a little bit more in here. Listen, we can edit this part out. Let me open this. Listen, and if I did keep this in, you guys know that we're just adding a little bit more wine.
Yeah, I don't think you should edit it out.
I'm not. Probably.
Let people know.
Let people know the real deal. Listen. This is like our truth serum, so you know that we're being honest on this podcast. Exactly. So
this liquor keeps me
honest. Oh, Lord.
I done forgot what I was saying.
What were you saying?
What was I saying? Oh, the sex. Okay.
Oh, wait. I got the cork for this, so you want to put that on there for it. Sorry.
And so.
The sex. Yes, the sex. The sex.
Yeah, I'm not a person who waits. I know it sounds bad. I'm not saying I'm out here like fucking everybody first night.
Yeah.
Disclaimer. But if the vibe is there, I'm gonna be like, so you trying to fuck?
Really?
Yeah, I really did do that.
I know. I'm sorry. Now that's probably the one thing that we don't agree on because
it's bad, but I guess also, like, I'm a very free spirit, and I go into things like I'm not a person who has a lot of expectations.
Yeah.
So, and I think guys appreciate it in a sense. Like, I feel like I've had sex with guys, like, in the past on the first night, and it still turned into a relationship because of how I handle it.
Yeah.
Like, I go into it like, all right, this is what we both want to do. Yeah. Like, if it goes forward, it goes forward. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Like, it's no love lost. Like,
well, because you're not. I guess when I say that, it's for women who do that and then they fall in love.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna fall in love.
Like, and even so, like, okay, so when I said that to. And that was a part of the Steve Harvey shit. I think he had like the whole 90-day rule.
90, yeah, that's a long.
Yeah, so it's a long. But to me, and we don't agree. But I've always tried to live by the 90-day rule. Like,
that's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Now I always did it.
No, but I admire women who do that because I be trying to, but like once I'm vibing with somebody,
trying to?
Like I be trying to wait, but once I'm vibing, I be like.
Fuck
I
me.
don't know. I feel like we should do it.
Let's test
what
this
you think?
What you think? Girl, that is so crazy.
I can't help it.
Oh my! Now, so I guess so.
Oh, I hope my family listens.
or Brad. Okay.
Oh no, I want him to listen to it.
Yeah,
because he knows. Like he knows how I am.
Did y'all have? Now, how soon did you and your new boo have sex?
See, because I don't know. I might post it. I don't know if his family listens.
Okay, well,
I'm gonna say. I try to follow Steve Harvey rules with him, but completely failed. I'll say that.
How soon did you fail? How far into the 90 days did you go?
He didn't make it very far.
Ooh, but you know what? That's an example of not following that rule.
I never asked him about how open he is for the kind of stuff. Like, you know how some guys are private?
Yeah.
I never asked him if he's a private type. Mm-hmm. And I know he's going to listen.
But I feel like you will. You kind of have an idea.
I have no idea. Honestly,
you have an idea.
I really don't.
Y'all been dating for this long. You have an idea of if he's like private.
Because I'm actually extremely like when I posted a picture of him, and people was like, "Wow, I know this real because you don't be posting." Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah." And then I was telling him, I was like, this is how I know I really low-key like him because I be wanting to be like, my man. Like, I be wanting to, like, talk about him and shit, and I be having to hold back.
Yeah.
I try to hold back and stuff, but, yeah, he's not. Because I told him, it was, like, a little reel or something. I said it to him, and he was like, that's kind of over the top. I'm glad you're not like that. Like, cause she was like, I be wanting to post. Like, the girl was like, I post him. Like, I'm about to go out my man. Like this. And I was like, I be wanting to do that, but I don't do it. Because also, I think it's kind of, like, bragging almost because everybody don't have that, so you have to be kind of cognizant of like how you present things because you don't want to like I'm a person I wouldn't want nobody to feel uncomfortable or sad about like or I mean even thinking not everybody's gonna get sad but it's still in the back of my mind whenever like if I talk about like money or just anything because everybody doesn't have that like whatever it is so I try to be cognizant of other people's feelings so I don't.
But that's not fair to you. I mean, if you care about it.
Ooh, that's deep. Because I be doing that shit. Yeah. Yeah, it's not fair to me. But I just be trying. I be holding back. I don't know. Yeah.
I used to be very, because I had that guy that I dated that ended up being married. I used to be very scared to post men online because I had like PTSD of like a wife like messaging me. So I used to be so scared.
Yeah, no, it's happened to me.
I feel like it's happened to everybody at least once, but I never thought it would happen to me. But I say that to say that, like, I don't really post. I don't think I post my fiance a lot, and especially now when he and I were dating, I didn't post him a lot either.
You didn't.
I didn't, and I did that on purpose because I feel like I'm a big person about energy, and I say this on every podcast. But I feel like I don't want to put my happiness out there, and somebody who bitter put their negative energy out there, and I mean, not that they have power, but still.
Yeah, I get that, but then like I had to stop myself from having that mindset. I actually just posted about that recently because I have to understand that if it's meant for me, it's going to be, and can't nobody tear that shit down. Because like, and plus, like, I mean, I love you, so put that negative energy out there and watch him push it away. You know what I'm saying?
Well, and then the flip side to that is like when you're dating somebody. Well, again, my fiance, he's been married before, and stuff like that, and so unfortunately, I can I say this? I don't want any drama from anybody that he's been with, like looking at us and kind of using his happiness against him.
Yeah, that could happen
you know
too.
What I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's happening now. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, like, and it sucks because even with this podcast, I can't block who's listening to this podcast. Mm-hmm. I cannot block who follows my podcast Instagram page. And so for me, the unfair part of that is that his ex or whoever, like, might use shit that I say against him. And that's not fair. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, and I hate that because if it was up to me, I would have a vlog. I mean, I would do all types of stuff out there for people to see. But unfortunately, you know, it is what it is. And I have to be smart about what, you know, that sucks. That really sucks.
But that's relationships.
Yeah.
You got to be considerate about that kind of stuff. That's why I was like, I need that. As soon as we're done, I'm going to text him like, do you care about that kind of stuff?
I'm going to call him on the podcast and ask him?
Actually, you know, honestly, I would be down with that.
Yeah.
But I know. Oh, he called me.
Ooh.
I know that.
Listen, text him and tell him that we might call him on the podcast.
He's at his sister's sneaker ball.
Oh,
she got on there 40 under 40 for her school.
Really? Mm-hmm. She's hold up, 40 under 40?
Yeah, like a top. I guess like she's been successful or something.
Oh wow!
Like an alumni at her school.
Oh, I'm thinking 40 years old. I'm thinking little sister. Like what is she?
No, like she's under 40, but I guess it's 40 people that got honored for alumni from her school. It's her homecoming.
I can tell you're in love because you're talking about him and thinking about him during the podcast.
Oh my god, I'm doing it. My man. Okay, let me stop. No, we gotta change it. I don't want to talk about him no more.
Listen, you just said that I'm considering people's feelings, and I don't want to put in their face that I got a man. But then the whole time. My man is on here. He's with his sister.
I really can't.
No, that's good.
Problem.
You should do that because at the end of the day, like you said, both of us said, dating is hard, it's hard, and it's be happy. Yeah. Because I'm sorry, people are not happy, and not so if you are happy, be happy.
It's just I feel like God just had some. I ain't never met no dude like him before. Wow. Like this, that's different. Yeah, it's scared. Like I'm like, don't be scared. You know how representative? Yeah. I'm like, there's something wrong with you.
Don't be scared.
Gotta be something wrong.
That's a woman thing. Like don't be scared. Like I've done that. I've been with people, and I'm not with them now, obviously, but I've sabotaged so many relationships.
So this ain't even a dating tip, but I will say like unlearning your what's the word?
Bad habits.
Yeah, like from past relationships, like it's hard. Yeah. Like your toxicity, like letting go of like your toxic behaviors that you learned and picked up from going through so much is hard. It's moving into a healthy relationship.
Yes.
And I'm trying not to like make that a burden for him. Like he has to deal with my like
baggage.
So I'm trying to deal with it on my own, but that's something that's not talked about enough. Yeah. Like being in a healthy relationship after you've been through so many toxic situations, it's really hard to let go of that toxicity. But a good
partner, whether man or woman, because I mean, don't get it twisted, he has baggage too. Like, you know, like y'all are in y'all 30s, you know what I'm saying? And that's a long time to be out here dating. So both, I'm sure, we all have had experiences, and from those experiences, we've had baggage. Yeah. So it's not just you. You know what I'm saying? True. You know, it's not just you at all, you know?
And I be like crazy sometimes. Like, I'm not going to say I purposely self-sabotage because that doesn't happen.
I did that OD.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm not be like, why are you still with me? Like, why are you still talking to me and I'm sitting here being crazy?
Girl, that was my claim to fame, was sabotaging good men. like that's something, a sign of immaturity, but I feel like when I was out there dating, and that's why I'm so like big on online dating, because I met a lot of good. Like I met a lot of good.
I really did too online. Like people be talking about like how bad.
It wasn't. I had more good than bad online dating.
So, I won't say that.
I did.
It must have been like 50-50.
I don't go that
far. Nah, because the random like dick pics and stuff. What's your favorite? What's your favorite online dating site?
Honestly, I hated the one where the woman had to do the picking.
Bumble.
I hated Bumble. Mm-hmm. And I love Tinder. I'm sorry.
Did you meet him on Tinder?
Yes.
Okay, I met an ex on Tinder.
Yeah, like people. So again, I'm a little bit older, a couple years, and so I feel like people used to say that Tinder was a hookup site, but I never experienced
Definitely
that.
was, yeah. I feel like most guys, like people who want to go on online dating, the first thing they do is get on Tinder. Is the most what I know. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, you got some people who are serious who might pay a little money or something.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy BLK.
Black. Never did that one.
Because I was like, I don't really don't date white men or other races.
So I have that on my notes. So are you against dating outside your race? Against sounds so harsh.
Well, no. So I have some very racist. People say black people can't be racist. Yeah. But I have some very racist views on white people. Really? Like I think I'm a little racist sometimes.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I really fuck with them. So it's hard for me to date a white person because, like, am I gonna be able to say nigga? Like, I don't want you to feel comfortable. Like, if I'm seeing nigga and you say it is a problem.
That's one word. I be so afraid of this podcast, girl, because that's one word that I really need to work on saying. I literally have been saying that in a jovial way, but I say that word so much.
It's my fucking nigga. Yes. My favorite word. That's why I love the sound fuck nigga free.
Girl, but how do you S-I-N? Girl, I was.
It's not no S-I.
What is it? I thought that's spelling single.
F-R-E-E-F. Free.
I was spelling S-I-N-G-L-E.
Oh my god!
Wait! What are they spelling?
No, okay. It's like,
what?
I'm a little appalled, but at the same time, I love it because I am a person who never knows lyrics to songs.
Wait, spell it again.
I'm F-R-E-E, fuck nigga free. I ain't something. No, my ratchet ass friend.
See, but you're saying something, but they're spelling single in one of those something.
Let's go. Let's just do it real quick.
Hold up, F-R-E-E. Listen, I'm gonna bet you when you Google that it's gonna say something about S-I-N-G-L-E. That don't even sound right now. I'm saying it out loud. I literally had this conversation with somebody a couple days ago. Am I right?
You are right.
Bitch, hold on.
F-R-E-E, fuck nigga. Yes. Free. That mean I ain't gotta worry about no fuck nigga cheating. And I'm S-I-N-G-L-E again. Listen. Outside hanging out the window with my ratchet ass. And I said something with my ratchet ass friends. Like,
thank you.
Let's go.
Thank you.
Oh my.
So you owe me an apology.
I was appalled, and now I apologize.
So I taught you something. So the fact that you never know lyrics, it was just confirmed just now that you didn't know these lyrics.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Melanie. I'm still young in here, bitches.
She really was spelling single.
I thought she was spelling it because she was like, let's go. And she was saying S-I-N-G-L-E, bitch. I know what she's saying, honey.
Oh, my God.
Yes. That's Tasha Mack's daughter.
Tasha Mack from the game?
Yes. Everybody's saying that she looked like Tasha Mack.
Oh, I'm about to say look alike. So it's not her real daughter. No. Oh, okay. No. I'm about to say they look so much. That is her daughter.
Yeah, everybody was saying that they look alike. But as far as hold on, I lost what I forgot what we're talking about. Girl, I'm trying to tell you, drinking and podcasting can be so scary. And it's, girl.
Cheers.
Yes. Listen, this, I vow that I'm not going to ever be drunk on a podcast again because you guys deserve that. Even though I'm sure they want to see it.
And I never made that promise. I am the guest. I'm going to get fucked up.
Girl, oh my God. Listen, that last podcast, not to get off subject, but I got so drunk.
You shouldn't have edited it. Oh, no, right. I remember why you said it. Yeah.
But time out. I got so drunk on the last podcast that after we stopped filming, I went live on Facebook and I have no recollection of that. I woke up the next morning and I saw that somebody commented on my live. I said live.
He didn't stop you?
He was right now. My fiance, he doesn't have any social media presence, so he don't even know about lives and shit like that, at all. So I was drunk, live filming myself on Facebook eating ribs.
Oh my God!
And talking about drugs and sex and all types of stuff. And so the next morning I wake up and I see that a friend of mine from college was like commented on my live. When I tell you, I got up so fast and deleted that shit. I was so scared because I went to my Facebook.
How long was it?
I don't even know. I don't want to know.
But you know, you can go in your archives and see the stuff you deleted.
Show me afterwards, because please show me. I will play it for you afterwards, girl. Because I saved it on my Facebook and then I deleted it, but I can't find where I saved it. What I saw in that 30 seconds that I looked on Facebook was so embarrassing that I was like, Melanie, you can never get that. I have no recollection of me. Listen, to go live while you're drunk. So going live means
that's why.
Listen, that's what I'm
and
saying.
I've been drunk,
girl.
Never.
So listen,
I might do that one time,
girl. Don't do it, because listen to all the footwork in that, right? So I have to navigate to Facebook. I gotta go to my app. I gotta press the live. I gotta hold it up.
You wanted to talk to people.
Girl, I gotta hold it up while I'm eating up ribs. How? I don't even remember doing that. That scared me so. When I tell you, people always, and I've had some drunk times, but people always tell you how they don't remember shit. I don't remember this. And I literally was holding the phone up. So my friends who saw it, and I'm scared to even ask her what I said on there, because the stuff that she said I said scared me. But she said that it appeared that I was not holding my phone up, that I had it leaning up against something as I was eating these ribs. So I said that to say I'm not going to get drunk again on a podcast, or go live again while I'm drunk, because I don't want to do that. But again, on topic. So, do we agree or not agree about having sex?
We do not agree. But I think that it is healthy to wait. Like, if you're a person who knows that you get emotionally attached, then you shouldn't have sex. But if you're someone who knows I get emotionally attached, but not in that way.
Yeah.
So sex, I don't get attached to people because of sex.
Really? But is that true?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the Aries in you. That's the Aries.
That's probably Aries.
Y'all are savage, man. Aries are savage. So I'll give you that. I'ma just say, so she has one tip. My tip is do not have sex. Her tip is be open.
Go
with the flow.
I say follow your heart.
No.
Or mind, or vagina, penis, whatever.
The vagina will get you in places where you'll be like, oh, my live was my vagina. My live was my vagina, and my vagina got me somewhere that I shouldn't have been. So listen. I want you to show me, because I want to see it.
Yeah,
because
I got you.
From what I heard, that shit was not good.
I got you.
It was not good. Next tip is, women need to stop avoiding the nerds. So did you agree with that or no?
Yes, I agree 100%. But it's hard. Okay, I tried to give a couple nerds a chance.
Yeah.
And it was hard because, like, maybe because I just wasn't attracted to them. Mm-hmm. And I was trying I was trying to be attracted to them because they were good guys. Really good guys.
I don't see. That's my olderness than you. I was watching something on Instagram, and I don't know if you saw this, but there was a something on Shade Room where it's a girl on Instagram, and this is where this tip derived from. There's a lady on Instagram, and she has these quote unquote dating shows on Instagram where she's trying to match people together. And so
is it Kendra?
I don't know her name. I can't find her. I've been trying to find her. It might be, but she had a black girl, and a black guy on. And the black guy was talking, I think he was like into aerospace stuff. Long story short, he started talking about his profession, and she was like, oh, nope, bye, click, nope, bye.
Then they got money, though. Exactly. And I'm a technical recruiter, so, like, the first thing I do is I say, what do you do? I did that to my nigga. I was like, what you do?
Yes. And you know the salary.
and I ask. Yes. Like, me, I ask people their salaries. Yeah. But.
What? Hold on, wait. What?
I sure do, but only because...
No.
What? All right, let me clarify.
Don't see by that. What do you mean by that?
So I asked from a business perspective, though. So I'm like, you're an engineer. How long have you been an engineer? Okay. And then I'm like, do you code? Do you know how to code? All right, what languages do you know? Like, I go through that, and then I'm like, how many years of experience you got? Like, how long you been doing this?
You ask these questions to your potential partner?
Did I ask him?
Like I'm saying, like
I sure did.
Like in dating, you ask these questions because you're gathering information.
Only if they are in tech, though.
Okay, I got it.
And then I'm like, okay, so if you got this many years of experience, then you should be making at least 6 figures. Do you make 6 figures? And if they say no, I'm like, okay, well, then we need to find you a new job.
So you're saying this to in your profession or to your partners?
I do it to everyone, whether I want to talk to them or not. Yeah. I did it to my current guy. Like, one of our very first conversations was me like, do you make XYZ?
Wow.
And I'm like, okay, well, you can double it if you get another job. That's good,
because you know why? You're able to do that and then say you're doing it because that's your profession.
Yeah, it's not even about, like, because even if you're, like, in that field, then you probably make at least $80,000, which isn't bad.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, well, let's figure out how to get you to 100K because that's your value. Like, you should make that. I know how in, like, corporate world, whatever, they undervalue black people, and I know it. I see it. So I'm just like, I just tell people, like, okay, this is what you're doing, and this is what you could be doing. And, like, if you need help or you need tips on finding something, then I ask people, like, do you work a full 40 hours? Most people don't work, like, that's remote, don't work a full 40 hours. Wow. Like, my first thing I told him, I was like, you could probably get another job. And then, like, what you make now, you could be double that. And I was like, so if you make 100,000, then you can be making 200,000. But you might be working like 40 hours a week, which is normal, which is supposed to be working. Yeah. But now you got 2 full-time jobs, and now you're making 200K. And you're working the time that you're supposed to be working.
Talk to this girl. But
that was a turn on for him. Yeah. Like, he liked that.
A good man will, because a good man understands the importance and the role of a helpmate.
Yeah.
So, to me, red flag. If you would have came, listen, men and women, we all have our what we're good at and what we're not good at. So I said to Jason's best friend yesterday, I'm not good at math. So I'll be dumb as hell to be trying to calculate some shit, bitch. I can't add. I'm based on, you know what I'm saying. So, but I'm good at managing shit because I'm project manager by nature. So at the end of the day, a good man is going to look at that as an asset. An insecure man is going to look at that as a red flag. So that's good that he looked at that and saw that as an asset.
He loved that. Cause then I still be like, you want me to look up some jobs for you? Because, you know, if you want to add on more money is a good thing to me anyway. Yeah, and I'm not a gold digger.
Well, because it's setting you up. Because at the end of the day, you're dating for purpose, and you're dating to be with somebody and to marry somebody. So if that's your role, if that's your talent, if that's your skill, if that's your expertise, then you would be a fool not to set up a man that you're potentially thinking about getting married and having a baby by per this podcast,
right?
Without, you know what I'm saying, without making sure. Yes. You know?
Have a baby by me, be a millionaire. That's just stuck in my head.
Who sings that?
I think 50 Cent, right?
Are you sure?
No, girl. I'm not full. I think it is. I think
it is him. It is him. I would know because you wouldn't know.
I don't even know shit.
Obviously, you should not know. You know what's funny? What about that? You thought you had me, girl. You thought you had me.
I even told you that I was appalled. I even went as far as to say I was appalled with you.
She went to Google to prove me wrong.
And you were right.
And prove myself right. Yeah. But so again, we are very much for the nerds. So ladies, especially black women, listen, I feel like black women are, when I saw that young black girl on that show hang up on the dude because he was an aerospace engineer or something like that, and she thought that they wouldn't have nothing in common. I said, girl, you are so
his life don't even revolve around that fucking job.
You are so dumb. A white woman would have saw that and would have saw money signs.
Yeah, and because that's they marry more for
money,
security, than they do for anything else. Like, we're taught to like marry for love and ignore struggle and all that shit.
Yeah.
I want security. That's more important to me, and I'm trying to build and all that good shit. Yeah. I'm not trying to be here and you ain't got your shit together.
Okay, so next tip is ask questions. And by questions, I mean ask about his relationships. So people don't agree with this, but ask about his past relationships. So by that, I don't just mean domestic or like, romantic. I mean siblings. I mean mom. I mean dad. Ask those questions. Not only ask those questions about, hey, how are you and your mom, or how are you and your dad, or how are you and your sister or brother? Not only ask that, but listen for red flags. You know what I'm saying? So do you agree with that?
Yeah. I can't agree more.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't even know if that's like anything else needs to be said, because it just tells you so much. Like, a man's relationship with their mom and their dad and all the women in their lives tells you a lot.
Yeah. I keep saying this. I have 3 older brothers. So I feel like with them, looking at them, I have 3 older brothers, and 2 of them have been married. 2 of them are on their 3rd marriages. And it's not their fault. They're all good men. My parents were married for 50 years. Mm-hmm. And so my brothers, I feel like now as a grown woman, looking into their situations, their problem is that they saw my parents and they tried to emulate that. But every woman is not ready for that. And that's sad. It's sad. Like, every woman is not ready for that. So whereas they had a very good, relationship with their mom, their dad, and they wanted to make a woman happy, some men or women don't have that. You know what I'm saying? And so, I want to ask questions like, oh, so how do you and your mom get along? How are you and your sister? And then if they're saying something, don't lead with emotions. This is business. In the beginning, it's business. So these are important questions that you're asking to gather information to get a return on your investment. Yeah. So, I mean, this is where all the damn tips that we have said have come together. You asking questions, you're looking for red flags, you're trying to get information, because same thing. If you were going into a business deal with somebody, you're going to ask questions about their past business dealings. You're going to Google, you're going to look up, you're going to do all this stuff because you want to make a good business decision. Yeah.
Yeah. I always ask how long their parents been together, if they are together. I always ask if they're close with their parents, if they're family oriented. Yeah. My parents been together for 40 plus years, whatever. So and that's important because the dynamic that you grow up in really dictates who you become as a man or as a woman. Even like you can still be a good woman or a good man and didn't come from, a family that was together. Yeah. But I still need to understand like how you dealt with like family traumas, like different stuff like that. Yeah. Because that speaks volumes
it'll
about
show
the type
up.
Of person. Yeah.
It'll show up. So it might not show up in them 90 days where they're being perfect, but it's gonna show up. Yeah. It's gonna show up, girl. Like, I cannot emphasize that enough, and I won't say anymore. Yeah. But it's gonna show up. Like, you gotta. Again, this is all of the tips put together because you gotta really like not be into this shit emotionally, but you're like thinking about your children, your future children. You're thinking about your life with this person, so you're trying to gather information to make a right decision. Right. Because they might seem perfect, on paper, but when you start digging in deep, like it as if it was a business decision, you're gonna find shit. You're gonna know. Let me go over to my second guy that I have on my roster. Yeah. And not, push him up a notch because this guy read too many red flags. Yep. Too many red flags. So next, and we're on our last 2. So take him around other couples or friends and see how they act around them, or see what your friends have feedback on.
I agree and I disagree because a lot of times, even sometimes your friends don't have your best interest at heart. Really? They're not
friends, girl.
Well, no, like, even if they have good intentions, it still might not have their your best interest. It could be their own interest. So, like, what do you mean? You could bring a guy around and he is a certain way, but that friend, that might not be their type. So they could be like, no, I don't think you should talk to them. And it's not like they're coming from what their experience is.
The friend or the guy?
The friend. Okay. So they can give you bad advice about the guy that you're dating, and it's not like relevant to you because they're speaking from their experience. Okay. Most people have a tendency to speak from their personal experiences, and that might not be my experience. So the things that you might see as an issue or think is not good for me, very well could be good for me. Yeah. So my thing is, like, I think that if it's something serious, like, maybe wait until you're certain about that person and then bring them around, or do it in the beginning. Like, Well, my guy, he's met my friends and my family, and
That's
I've
good.
met his family too.
Wow.
Yeah, I know that was kind of fast,
That's
but
good. No, it's not fast. It's right on time.
it was actually my idea too, because I wanted to see how he interacted with his family, because I didn't want to really waste no time.
Right.
And so I was like, well, I'll meet your family because I need to see if I feel like I would mesh well with your family too. I just was at a point where I just don't want to waste time.
No.
But I think
time is important.
Yeah. Now, family's different. Like, friends, it depends on the friends. Like, I needed my family to.
So the key word in that tip is trusted friends.
Yeah.
Trusted friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sometimes, like, I put friends in categories. So, like, you have your friends that you go out with. You have your friends that you tell certain things to, but you don't go out with. Like, so it's hard for me. I try to go with my gut, and then I talk to, like, my sisters. Okay. I get their advice more on things, or, like, from my dad. Yeah. Like, I listen to everybody's advice. Like, I have a couple friends, I didn't know who they are, that I tell a lot to, and I take, I listen to their advice, but at the end of the day, like, if I really, 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 really wanted some advice, the person I call would be, like, my guy friends. Because I and they don't have no gain from nothing. Not saying that they do or they, like, my female friends do or don't, but I just got accustomed to talking to my sisters, my brother, my dad, or my mom too, or, like, my guy friends, because it's hard if they never experienced that. So, like, I can't ask them for advice about a guy. I'd rather ask another guy so that they can tell me from a man's perspective, like, what he might feel. Yeah. So I just it's hard. I'm for that kind of. I feel like I kind of went for a tangent, but I agree with that and I disagree with it. So because I'm also impressionable. So if someone doesn't like him, and I'd be like, oh shit, that shit affects me. It'll affect you, so I try to.
But trusted friends. So I guess I say that because, like, I dated a bunch of guys, okay, but I never brought the guys around my, like, I had one couple, and I know you're listening. Hey couple. So my sister-in-law who happened to marry who's my best friend, who happened to marry my brother that I set him up with 20 years ago. They're the one couple, and they knew their position. So I could be dating a guy for a couple of weeks. I'm bringing him around them because I trust them. Now, it wasn't a bunch of people. It was only ever them. So if I was dating somebody, they're the one couple that I designated to be like, okay, I'm gonna bring John Doe around them, and I want to see how he acts. I want to see because I'm very close to family. So I'm thinking about my personality. I like to have things. I like to host. I'm very extroverted. So I want somebody who can deal with that. So the couple that I chose to be that designated couple, they know me to my core. So if I bring you around them who know me, I want to see how you're acting because they're very important to me. Yeah. And they are the representatives of my extended friends and family. So if you can be around them and act right, have fun, act right, basically, then you have made it past the second round. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've made it past that round. So now I can kind of look at you deeper. I can actually, you and I can host something together to where, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not even going to waste my family time bringing you around them if you don't pass that second round. Right. You know what I'm saying? That makes sense, yeah. I get that. So I think it's important, and that's that tip. I think it's very important to, like, have a couple or have a friend or whatever that you respect and that they know not only that you respect, but they know that you're out here dating. They know that you're out here dating to find the one. And they're aware of that. So they know their role is to, like, kind of help you kind of, like, see shit that maybe you don't see because you're digmatized or, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. Yeah, no, they come in handy for that, right, for sure. Exactly. So, to have that one set of friends or couple of friends or whatever that can kind of look outside whatever and give you a good, opinion or option.
I agree with that, yeah. And also, like, my friends actually came in clutch because I was on my self-sabotage and shit. Were you? And yes. And so I was like, I don't know. And they was like, yo, he's good. Like, you're tripping. Yeah. So which, again, I actually think, like, if it wasn't for, like, two of my friends, I probably would be single right now because I was finding like every.
So that tip is good then. Exactly.
Yeah. The trusted part, because they literally had to tell me like, yo, you wildin'.
You're tripping.
Just get out of your head.
Yes, because you're a trusted friend. A trusted friend, you know, you trust them, you know them, they know exactly, you know, the shit that you do to fuck yourself up. They know all of that. So that's why I say keyword is not just, you know, these fake ass friends we got, you know what I'm saying, who might want our best interest, who might not. But when you have identified that friend who knows your situation, they know that you're out here dating, they know that you're out here dating for a certain purpose, you know, you can trust them. They'll help you. You know?
And the good thing is I haven't had a negative report yet.
That's good.
Like no one has anything negative to say. And I'm just like, nothing negative.
See that right there is you sabotaging. That's you sabotaging. Don't sabotage it. Don't sabotage. Like, I want Dani to come back on this podcast in a year when her and her boo are engaged or married. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you know what? Let's speak that into existence because I'm tired of these streets.
Girl,
if it don't work out with him, I'm gonna be a lesbian.
No, you're not.
I'm switching over. No, I'm dead ass. I will never talk to them again. I'm gonna be a lesbian for the rest of my life.
Listen, so let me say this because I keep saying this. I'm a little bit older than you, and I have a little bit more experience. And so, one thing I've learned is that, and I hope that this is the matchmaker in me, or the Iyanla in me. Like, it's hard out here. So we both have said that. So what I've learned in my current relationship is this nigga get on my nerves a lot of the time. Okay. However, the pros outweigh the cons,
and that's what I hold on to.
Right, the pros outweigh the cons, and when I see what is out there, it ain't worth it. So don't sabotage yourself for some bullshit, and then be out here with less. I thank God for my Facebook group because it lets me know like the bullshit.
Girl, yeah, and this like. I mean, hopefully this is not a representative that I'm dealing with right now, but like I really feel like I'm in a real blessed situation. Yeah. Like this was sent from God. So hopefully
do you want to call him? So what did he say about you calling? What did he say?
No, he's actually he's been blowing me up this whole time.
He had a ball.
Because he said I haven't checked in or whatever.
Can I please call him on this show?
I'll try. Let me see.
Wait, because ask him. Because I got to do it on my phone. Well, I don't know if you can do it on your phone.
If I put it on speaker?
No, it won't catch it. But I can do it on like the Bluetooth.
You can try it.
Give me the number, girl. Because it's about to be. Wait.
919. No, you kidding?
Shut your mouth. Oh my God. So wait. Let me test this out to make sure this works because I did it before. Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay. I'll tell you when.
Should I give him a heads up?
Give him a heads up for sure. Give him a heads up. Give him a fucking heads up. Hold up. Wait, I'm connecting. Oh my God. It's about to be crazy. This is a That Scary with Meloney P podcast first, child. We connected. So give me the number when you're ready. This is everything. Oh my God. Girl, what is he saying?
Hopefully nothing yet.
Oh my. Okay, so put the number in here. And then if he says, then I press send. Oh my gosh. This is exciting. Oh shit. Okay. What is he saying?
He ain't saying nothing yet.
Let's just call him. Let's just call him. You ready?
Okay.
Let's just call him. Wait. Hold on. Let's see if okay. Wait.
Oh, that's cool. I really
Isn't that crazy? What's his name?
Brad.
He won't answer because he don't know this number.
Yeah, it's probably. Or he may. I don't know.
He not gonna answer. Or he reading the text at the same time. He not answering. Do you respond?
No. I don't know how long the sneaker ball was supposed to last either. You know what? It started at 7:30, so it's probably still going.
Tell him to walk outside.
Bradley Emerson.
Ooh! Somebody's holding him in there. I put this part. His last name. Text him and tell him to tell him that we're calling him and to step outside, girl.
I did. I told him.
Oh my God. I'm not. So this might answer your question because the introverted person is gonna panic when they see that text. Introverted person.
All I said was, I said, "Babe, can you talk?"
Oh no! Tell him that. Tell him.
But at least he know I'm alive. I think he was blowing me up because
you're okay.
I had a random person come to mount on my TV.
Yeah.
And he was like, "You gonna be good?"
Good.
And
that's green flag. Green flag.
Yeah.
Text me and say that we are on a podcast. I need you to answer because we're on the podcast and I want you to answer for the podcast.
I just did.
Oh God. Okay.
So we'll see if he sees it.
We'll see. So if he responds in the next 5 minutes, we'll go ahead and call again. But I think that's our only tips. No. The last tip. We didn't do the last tip. The last and kind of most important tip to some people is finances. So the last tip was finances are important. Okay. What does his conversation and relationship with money look like? Is he lying about money and stability? Okay. So repeat that. So the last thing is about finances. Okay. How is his conversation and relationship with money and stability? How does that look? Having that conversation. Did you agree with that tip?
I agree 100%. Yes. And I said that I can't stand an irresponsible person, like financially irresponsible. That turns me on. And I mean, like, I'm irresponsible with my money, but we both can't be irresponsible.
And so the man should be the head to me.
I'm extremely traditional in like the structure of relationships. And if I know like how much you make, because if I don't, I'm a glass door. I'm gonna find out.
But you've asked the question.
I'm gonna find out how much you make, and if I know you got bills and you popping bottles, I'm instantly turned off. Yes. Like, even though you might got that money, but now you broke later, and now you're like, I can't do this because I don't like that kind of stuff. And I know that I'm fortunate, I guess you could say, but like, I just want somebody who is responsible with their money. Like, I do shit, but I know it's because I can.
Yes.
So, I don't know.
Well, and the unfortunate part and the unfortunate reality that we don't want to talk about is that black women are winning. We got a black woman right here who moving. You know, she doing her own. She on her boss shit. So black women are winning. So with that being said, you know, we have, and this is not just black men, but men in general. Men will lie. Men, like you said, men will be out in the club buying bottles, doing all this stuff. Meanwhile, they power bill about to be turned off. You know what I'm saying? Whack. It's so disgusting. And that's where, you know, you got to be asking those questions. And again, thinking without emotion, listening for those red flags. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, I want to see where you're living. I want to see, you know, what you're saying when it comes to like your money and budgeting. I feel like when you're dating somebody, sooner than later, the conversation about like how they budget money and how they view money and how they, like I said, how is their relationship with money, how that looks, it comes up.
I have it. Yeah. I'm just so turned off by people who are careless with their money, even though I'm careless. But I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah.
I be telling niggas that too.
But are you careless? I mean, are you careless or are you just spending money sometimes that you have, you know, your bills are paid, period. Yeah.
I don't play by my bills.
Yeah.
I would never go and spend money and I know I got bills. Yeah. But I've seen guys do it. It is such a turn off.
Yeah. And maybe that is hypocritical because like my fiance then and now, he has way more money than me, like saved and stuff like that. Now I make good money and my bills have always been paid. I own my own home other than his, you know what I'm saying? Other than where we live. And, you know, I have money saved, maybe not as much as his, but I can function without his money. Like, I don't need his shit. Like, I was functioning on my own. So I don't need you for shit. But I need to know that if I don't have money, if I didn't work, you can carry us.
That's important to me, especially like I just got laid off 2 weeks ago. So I'm like,
So how has he, like, what has his conversation been about that? Because I mean, y'all.
He's been so supportive. Wow. Like it just feels really good.
Here you go.
My man. No, but like, just to have that support though, because he's like, well, you know, whatever you need, like, I feel like if
whatever you need, that's a sentence you want to hear.
He would pay my bills if I needed it.
That's a sentence you want to hear.
Never ask. Like, if you listening, I ain't gonna ask.
Brad, now hold on, wait. Brad, we got propose in a month. Impregnate me and don't ask me.
But don't offer to pay my bills because I'm an Aries. That's gonna turn me off.
Right.
Which is Crazy.
But impregnate me.
Because, like, he wanted to help me, like, with my move and stuff. Yeah. And he was like, I want to help you. He said, and you can't say no. Because he knew I was going to be like, nah, I got it. That's just how I am.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
I can't act like it's hard for me to take that type of help. But it does feel good to have someone fall back on. Yeah, who supports in that way.
What do you?
Yeah, no, he said he's in the middle of the ceremony.
Oh, Brad, you're fucking up the podcast. You're Brad.
I was like, it's okay.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah,
enjoy your family.
Enjoy your little sneaker ball, bitch. I'm joking, Brad. We love you over here.
Ooh, we can double date.
I know. Well, not if you moving.
No, I'm gonna be back.
He's not gonna be
we'll be back.
We'll see.
Yeah, no.
Because we can, me and Daisy
or y'all can take a trip up to my new city.
Yes, and me and Daisy can be like, the elderly couple that y'all look up to.
I'm down. We don't have one.
Right. Yeah.
All we got is our parents.
Ooh. Well, hold on, bitch. Don't put me with your parents.
No, but I'm saying we need that because all we got is
couple. Listen, when you're a couple, why are you doing that? Oh my God. When you're a couple, it is important to surround yourself around other couple friends.
Yeah.
And it's also difficult to find good couple friends, you know what I'm saying, that you trust and that you feel comfortable with to kind of be yourself and kind of, have them drinks with and chill with. So y'all, if I had known before, y'all could have came over here before we could have had a game night, girl. We had the most fun over here having our little couples.
It's okay because we have no issues with traveling.
Oh, girl. So we'll see.
We have a car, Hopefully it works out.
Does Brad drink?
Absolutely. Ooh. That nigga drinks too.
Guys, that's good.
We fucked up.
That's good. See,
start drinking didn't want to get love.
Girl, yes. My motto has always been in life, but in relationships, it's always been work hard, play hard. Mm-hmm. So when I met Jason, I said, listen, first date 1. That's my motto. Work hard, play hard. So I'm going to be working hard, making my money, do all that stuff. But when it's time to clock out or when it's time on the weekends, listen, I'm a whole hood rat. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like my coworkers would never know who I was because I feel like I worked hard. So I'm about to have fun with my man, drinking and having fun, and that's important to me.
My man. We going to that. We're doing our first. Well, no, we went. We went to Asheville.
Ooh.
For a weekend.
So y'all had a weekend getaway already. Mm-hmm. That's another tip. That's another tip.
Yeah, you have to be able to travel.
You got to be able to. I met Jason on a Monday. And on Friday, me and him drove to Charleston for the weekend.
Like, literally, like, you met him that Monday and that Friday?
I met him on a Monday. That Friday, he and I drove to Charleston.
And then...
Did we have sex?
That's how...
Did we have sex?
Ooh.
No.
Ooh, girl. Because we was fucking...
We did not. And so, again, I live by my rules. My rules is don't have sex. So he thought...
But he still stuck it out.
That's the rule.
Actually,
that's the rule.
My memory's coming back. We did have sex really soon, but then afterwards, I wanted to wait, and he was
girl,
like,
that is so out of order.
I know.
So you wanted to test it out.
Am I lying?
Wait. You wanted to test it out.
Yeah, we tested it out, but I think we did wait. We did wait a little bit before we did it again. I think we did. I can't remember.
So you had sex and then you waited.
Yeah, I think we did.
Well, again, that could work because you're both getting what you want. You're testing it out. Well, you're both testing it out to see if it's what you want sexually. And then if he or she is on some ghost shit, then fuck you, nigga. I got what I want. Keep it moving, or whatever. So that can work. I'm just very big on, I don't want to fuck you. I don't. I want to. No, I want to. But I gotta test you.
Yeah,
I gotta test you. When I met Dixon on that Monday, on Tinder. He and I were talking for a couple of days, and then like that Wednesday, we decided to go to Charleston. And this was during the pandemic, and so we went to Charleston. He got this big ass suite, 1 bed. I'm like, nigga, no, like why you at 1 bed? Me and him laid in that bed all night long. He was erect.
Of course,
he was erect, girl. And me again. I'm playing. This is business. I'm playing games. I'm playing chess. Again TMI. I was in some sexy shit in that bed teasing this nigga, but no, I'm not fucking you.
That's good.
Right.
Good.
And we're gonna see how you act because you got me in this hotel room after a week. I'm not fucking you.
Girl, you did a good job.
And I did it.
Girl,
and
you did almost
job. 3 years later, we're still together.
That's really that's beautiful.
So
I just remember I tried to wait. So I went to Raleigh and he had got me a room to stay in when I went up there.
Yeah.
And we weren't supposed to do it. and we started drinking.
Ooh. That's the best sex.
Yeah.
That's the best sex. That's a whole other podcast, but that's the best.
And he was like, he was respectful of it.
It was you. You were the hoe.
I'm always out.
You were the one raping him.
Yeah. Well, I think it was mutual. We were playing like, we're so lame. We were playing drunk phase 10. And like.
What? Playing what?
Phase 10, like Uno, but phase 10.
I ain't never heard of that.
Yeah, he had taught me that night. We were game players. We play like little games and shit, card games. I actually love that.
That's cute. I like that. That's really cute.
It's like our thing to play like card games and shit. So we were playing phase 10 and we were playing truth or dare. Like
it always starts with it starts with a wholesome game like Uno, and then it goes to some sick shit like some truth or dare.
I don't even know how.
But time out. Who dared the first sexual dare?
Him.
What did he say?
I can't. I think
you know what he said.
I think he was like, "I dare you to go and send me like some type of picture or something." I can't remember, and I was like, "No, I'm not doing it."
But I did it.
No, I didn't do
it. Okay.
Oh, I really gotta ask him. I'm like, don't repost it if you don't want to listen to it.
Well, his last name is not really on it per se, but his voicemail. Who puts their last name on their voicemail though?
He does. His shit's so professional.
It's so professional. Like my voicemail says nothing. I don't know anybody voicemail that has a name on it.
I know. Like recorded it. No, that's my work phone. Yeah, mine says you have reached 704.
Yes, my work phone. My personal phone. It's no words. Oh, he a wholesome. He has gotten checks from me. He's wholesome. My man.
No, he's my friends know what word I want to use. I'm not going to use that. He's different from any other guy that I've ever dated.
That's the sentence that most women use for the men that they marry.
Oh.
He's different.
My baby is not no square.
Oh, now
but he's not a square at all. Yeah. But he's just like, he's so like a guy. I don't know. Like he's a good guy. And he's just not what I'm used. Like I love a toxic nigga. Ooh. I love a nigga who is just out there and like, you know, huh?
You like a thug?
No, not like that.
Either,
but like,
that's too much.
Just like, you know, like the cool dude that everyone likes. Like I like that kind of stuff. And he's so low key and not out there like that. And
so he's low key. He's not the nerd, but he's kind of the nerd. Mm-hmm. He's this is the thing. These are the ladies. These are the guys, because you said that if it was up to you,
he's a church guy,
right? Yeah. But you said that you would have. Girl, if I did that one more time, oh my god. He's the guy that if you would have listened to your not listen to your friends, you wouldn't have dated him, right?
Right.
So at the end of the day, those be the ones.
I shot my shot with him.
Really?
Yeah, so I was at one of my events. You know, shout out to my events. You can follow your man. Right, 100+ couples in the books. But yeah, no, he came in with one of my homeboys named Terrence, and Terrence is single. Hey, Terrence, if you listen, I love Terrence. He's so dope. Terrence. But so Terrence came, and he always had he comes he be by himself, but sometimes he has niggas and friends with him. Yeah. And I was like, I ain't never seen this dude before. Because, Bray's he's a big dude. He got a beard. I'm real big on beards. Yeah. He has a full beard. He brown skin. Yeah. And I was like, ooh, look at you. Who is this man? And so he came up, and so I immediately, Terrence he introduces me, and I'm like, hey. And then he says where he's from, and I'm like, I'm about to move close to that. Ooh. And so that's how that conversation started. So I'm texting Terrence, and I was like, who that nigga? He cute. Ooh, I love that. So it's funny because at that time, Terrence had thought I was dating a particular person. Yeah. So he told him that I was dating that person. Oh, wow. But it's all right. And my nigga, he was talking to another girl that was beside me, too. Not like that. He was just, having a conversation. Yeah. And so in my mind, I was like, I'm going to get him. Ooh. I had already said I made a decision because I'm big that's my dating tip. I was gonna wait until afterwards, so I'll skip that. Yeah. But in my mind, I was like, this about to be my nigga. But I was saying my nigga on some temporary shit, not whatever. Yeah, I never thought it would be where we are now. That's how it works. And so I told Terrence because he said he was in town, and I was like, all right, y'all come to brunch. I'll give you a section. So Tyrion's like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
So they come and it's just them two. So, and it's so funny.
Were you being strategic with that? Like, I want this.
Hell yeah.
Yes, smart. Okay.
And so, Terrence gave me the 411 on him or whatever. So I was like, because we were both fresh out of relationships, kind of. Mine was a little bit more, but so we both were like fresh. And I was like, but then I was like, he kind of cute. So I started talking to him, and I did my little money spiel and all that. Yeah. And it's funny because he said that as the conversation kept going, I kept inching closer and closer to him. Like at first, like I sat and I was just like talking. But
were you drinking?
The drunker I got, the closer I was to him. So they left to go to like 1501, and I remember being so sad. Like I was like, I don't really want y'all to leave. So I said to him straight up, I was like, well,
I love it.
I was like, when do you go back? And he's like, tomorrow. And I was like, what time? And he was like, later. And I was like, all right, so you're gonna. What you gonna do? So he was like, okay, what you gonna do? Like, are you gonna try to see me again?
I love it.
And so he was like,
tip, ladies, listen to this story.
Yeah, he was like,
and you know what, you did it very feminine. Like it wasn't like, nigga, meet me here tomorrow. It was like, you're saying what you want, but you're continually putting the ball in his court.
Yeah, I put it in his. Yeah. And so he was like, all right, well, I'm not from here, so I don't know what to do. And I was like, all right, we can go get something to eat at like a bar or something tomorrow. And he was like, okay. So we went to eat at Eastville. Shouldn't have said the name.
Why?
I'll tell you later.
I'm scared now. Oh my god.
We went to Eastville, and then
you keep saying
it's done now. It's done.
Yeah.
I'll explain to you why. But we went to Eastville because that was like a closed, like a little bar. Yeah. And then afterwards, he was like, I want to hang out with you some more. So I was like, okay. So I can't believe we stayed together. No, so I went back because I had to work or something. Yeah. Something I had going on. And we went, he stayed in town, and then we went to a hookah spot, like place, and we smoked hookah and just talked the whole time. And that was cool, too. And then we went back to my place because I didn't want him to leave no more.
Oh, my God. Where is this going?
And, we were cool. Like, so we exchanged numbers. And it's so funny because the next day I was just like, ew. Actually, I want to change my mind. Okay, so maybe you should wait for sex. Because me, I'm different when it comes to sex. Like, my homeboys will tell you that how I view sex is the same as a savage ass, like, nigga. Ooh. So, me, if I get it too easy, then you're chopped liver too. So, I'm like, if I fuck you, like, even if it's good, like, sometimes even if it's too good, like, I'm like, I got it. I'm gonna move on now. Yeah. And so,
like a man.
like it was easy. I got it. I'm moving on now. And so now, like, my mindset even then was to wait so that I can get to know them first, and then I don't think that they're so disposable because I already got it. Because the sex is like the prize for me. Yeah. And so, like, if I get the prize too early, then I don't really need you.
That's a whole man. You're a whole man right now.
Yeah. So, like, I remember being like, all right, like, bye. Like, wow, and I've been that way with a lot of guys because I had such them, and it was just not exciting for me. There was no chase. Like, I had to have a chase. Wow. I even had to explain to him, like, because he was so into me. Yeah. And it was like, there was nothing left to do. Yeah. Like, you like me.
So that's like devouring a man up and just devouring him and spitting him out.
Say what?
That's like devouring a man and spitting him out.
Yeah, that's what I did. I've done it a lot.
I've done that too.
And so I was just like, this ain't fun for me because, like, you're a good guy and I know that's what I want, but can I do something? Like, can I have a chance?
What happens with that sometimes is that you lose out on the good guy.
Exactly. Yeah. And so thank you to my homegirls who told me to chill the fuck out. And I did. And then I was just like, you know what? Let me learn how to be the one, like, less aggressive and be in my feminine energy and all that.
That goes to the tip. That's a tip. Yeah. Trusted friends. Try and find trusted friends. Yeah. Have them give you advice.
And so I did that. And then once I did that, I just let go of that control. Yeah. And once I let go of control,
Boom.
We've been good.
Y'all been good. Y'all still together. And now you blushing on a podcast about him. Wait for him to
right. Like I'm chocolate, but it's a little
my
man. I can't believe I said. And you know, at Wind Down Wednesday last night, I was talking to my homegirl. And I was just like, bro, if I bring up this nigga one more time, like, I was getting disgusted with myself.
That's good. That's so
like
good.
Right now, I'm mad at myself because on the ride here, I was like, you're not gonna sit here and talk.
You started out talking about. I'm not breaking him up. I'm not breaking him up. I'm whatever. And then an hour later,
this is ridiculous.
But that's good.
Sad.
No, be in this moment. Be in that moment. Because I mean, at the end of here I go. Be in that moment. Oh my God, I keep doing it. It's
this? Okay. You know, you're just gonna have to keep hitting the glass with your watch. It's not even bothering me.
Listen, be in that moment because at the end of the day, tomorrow's not promised. Yeah. It's a blessing, you know, and be in that moment. Period. That's the end,
Was you like
the
that?
sentence.
Or are you like that?
Let me think, because it's been a while.
I do remember you like posting like just videos of him driving, like in the car.
Yeah. You know what's sad about that? Like, them damn Facebook memories be coming up and getting you, child. Because so it's so funny because like now we live together, we're engaged, we're planning a wedding, we have a child, all this kind of stuff. So like that new shit that y'all have, we don't, you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different. It's still there, but it's different because now like real life is stuck in. Like real life is here. So it's like, it's still there. It's just different.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I do, honestly. Like I feel like when he and I both, more so him, kind of talk about each other, you see our faces light up. And I don't like to be away from him for very long. Like even this podcast, like I know he's sad that he's not in here. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know he wanted to be in here on the show and just in here, just listening in the audience. But no, nigga, we gotta listen to this baby because this baby's out here. So I mean, this is the thing, and this is you hear that? That's crazy. This is another podcast because that's the podcast about, you know, when the real shit happens. When you're 6 months, a year, 2, 3 years out, that's what people need to understand.
And I saw a clip. It was saying like how when you get married to someone and it's people, they say for better or worse, and they are so focused on the worst, like it through sickness, like the bad times.
Yeah.
But you really have to ask yourself, if I got everything I ever wanted, would I still want to be with this person?
And see, that's what I struggle with Jason. Like, you know, he like, okay, I have a lot of brothers and I have a lot of male friends. And so when me and Jason are kind of like on the outs, because it's just real life. It's just real life. When he's getting on my nerves, all I need to do is go to them or go to those Facebook groups and remember, like, you know, him like spilling salt everywhere or like, you know, stupid shit all over the counter. That is so small in the grand scheme of shit. It could be so much worse. And so, you know, this is the phase that's beautiful. Like, I mean, the whole, oh my God, bitch. I'm going to put this shit down.
Say, you want me to put it over here?
Put it over there, because I'm going to be like on my down view. That's crazy. What the hell is that happening for? But, so this is the thing, and this is a reason why I like the podcast, is because, so the phase that y'all are in is great. It's perfect. It's going to last forever. I can see the shit lasting. Y'all getting married. Y'all having that baby that we done talked about a million times. Like, I can see it happening. But when the dust settles and real life happens, and when you're living together, when you're married, when you're starting a family, when all that stuff happens, it's time for those moments to come back in your head and remember why you with this person. Yeah. Because it's so easy to be with somebody in the beginning whenever every shit is fresh and new. But like years later,
that's what I'm nervous about. I've
been divorced, so I know all aspects. I know the butterflies bullshit. I know the happy marriage bullshit. I know the divorce bullshit. I know the dating again, being out there again. You know, I know all of that.
Yeah.
You know?
It does, because like I feel like we both have each other like on such a high pedestal that it's like when the glass shatters, like, you know.
I mean, and don't even think about that. Like at the end of the day, think about the present. Focus on the present. I mean, be smart and think about strategically the future, but don't dwell on the future so much. Just think about the happiness of the present. Because so many bitches, girl, Facebook will show you how many bitches are out there single and sad and lonely and on some, or dating some fuck dude.
Yeah. Shit,
that's where that song came from. Little FREE, whatever. That's
why you gotta be like, fuck these niggas, because they ain't shit.
Right. And I'm saying, so when you find a good man, you better hold on to him.
And that's what I'm trying to do.
And I hate saying that.
Because it's so
I hate
hard.
saying that though. Listen, I'm very much pro women and pro, like, me and Jason argue all the time. This whole narrative about, you know, is for every one man there's 5 women. Fuck that. I don't even take that on, because it could be 5 women, but out of 5 women, only one of those women are good partners. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And so don't give men that much credit.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's because they struggle just as much as they have a lot of struggles in dating. Like, a lot. Yeah,
they're just not as vocal about it as women are. But men struggle. Listen, Jason, before I met Jason, he was depressed and lonely. You know what I'm saying? Dating. Listen, I can go on, but at the end of the day, when that wine kicking in, like, men are just as lonely and desperate as women are. Don't let nobody get it twisted.
They are.
They
just want love as much as we do.
Yes, honestly, more. The men I've dealt with have been so emotional more, and maybe because I'm like, you know, male, whatever, but men have wanted it more than I have. You know what I'm saying? And so the confidence, ladies, knowing your power, knowing your worth is so vital. You know, it's so vital. But listen, I don't want this to, I want this show to really, my hope is that, that's weird. Arm movement. My hope is that the women who love this show and who have yet to find the show but are going to find this show and find these dating tips. And, like, I want to hear testimonials. I want to hear women be like, you know what? I was out here only dating one man, but I listened to this show with Meloney and Dani, and I'm dating 5 men, and now I'm married. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? That would make me so happy, because I be telling people, like, in my group and stuff, I don't care.
I gotta join your group again just to kind of get some, like, information. Because it's interesting.
You'll get so many ideas for your podcast.
Girl, I need to, because it's
ridiculous,
crazy. But Dani, please tell us where we can find you, what you have coming down the pipeline. Remind us where we can find you.
Okay, you can find me on Instagram, OuteNLove Singles.
How do you spell that?
My last name's Outen, so OuteNLove, so it's OUTEN.
OUTEN
LOVESINGLE. So it's OuteNLove Singles. Yeah. If you want to follow my personal Instagram, my personal is in the bio part of that Instagram. I'm trying to get on TikTok. Yeah. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, it's just OuteNLove. And I have my Facebook group. It's Black Singles in Charlotte. On Facebook, if you want to join that, just make sure you answer the questions, a little preliminary, because if you don't answer them, I'm going to decline it, and people get really mad about that. Check out my events. You can go to outenlove.eventbrite.com. All my events are, and my big singles party is coming up on November 19th.
Can like we come, or is it?
Yes, everybody can come. Like, the people who know me personally who aren't single come. Okay. But anybody else looking at it like, oh, I can't go because I'm not single. But people who know me know that they can still come. It's a really good time.
I bet it'll be great. Oh my God.
Yeah, that'll be Brad's first time coming. It's like one of my big events.
Oh, so Brad! Listen, I'll make sure to meet Brad, who didn't answer the phone.
That'll be I know. But that'll be it'll be his first experience. And he'll see me, like, really work.
In your vibe. Like,
because at my events now, I'll be sitting playing Candy Crush. So at the meat market, I ain't gonna be playing Candy Crush. Like, it's like one of the largest Black singles events in Charlotte.
Jesus.
It's usually it brings like 500 plus.
Repeat that,
people.
Please. You're the what?
The largest Black singles.
She's the largest Black singles
group or not even group, but have like events. Yeah,
that's major. That's so major, girl. I love to hear that kind of stuff. Oh my God.
My meat market brings out numbers.
Meat market. Ooh, girl. That's
MEET, not but
okay.
It's a play on words, because
I'm gonna have all of that information in the description of these videos, because I'm gonna have it on YouTube and I'm gonna have it on the podcast, not everything on the streaming services. So I'm gonna have all that down below. Okay, but I'm excited about that.
Yeah, this has been fun.
Yes,
I forgot my dating tip.
What was your dating tip?
Like, remember when I was talking about him and I was like, that's actually my dating tip?
What was it?
I forgot what I was saying.
Oh my God.
So I can't even it was such an important tip. And it's been like, I've been sitting here thinking, like, what was it?
Oh my. Listen, this is the second show since maternity leave. And this is the second show with alcohol. And people are forgetting their shit. So listen, y'all, don't judge us. We are well over 1,000 streams. Like, we're well over 1,000. Maybe at 2,000. I'm like, listen, like, it's hard, man. Like, you know, it's very hard because the numbers don't be matching on Instagram and shit like that. But the streams are going really good. So I'm super
trying to blow you up on my
please do
platforms.
That was the wrong button.
I was like, what is that sound?
What's happening now? Wait, which button was it?
You are now.
No, that's the wrong button. Wrong button, y'all. I'm recording it.
Who said that?
Who said that? Listen.
Can they hear that?
They can hear that. Oh. Listen, guys. I am so excited to have Dani with OuteNLove and the meat market and all her endeavors on the show. Please drop down in the description box and follow her on all of her.
Yes. Well, oh, it's just my brother. I thought it was you can ask that question, but it's not him.
I'll call you brother if you want me to. But listen, y'all, please follow her and all her socials and everything that I'm gonna have below. Follow us, subscribe, comment, all that stuff, guys. Thanks for listening. We'll see you on episode 12.
Bye.